Well. I've been having some communication with Phil, and well, not going to be able to do it again today. And the blurb that I wrote, he told me to go ahead and make a video, and I'm going to just make videos from now on. Whether, we'll wait and see what happens on his end, and it'll happen when it happens. The title for the video and the blurb that I just wrote is a question. Is taking hopium in the land of the lie wise? Phil and I will make a video as soon as we can, though neither of us know when that will be. Weird stuff is happening. Speaking of weird, I'm getting reports of good things happening, game changers if true. That's the catch-22. How does one depend on anything we're told when we've been lied to repeatedly? Hope feels so good when we are able to actually believe it. I want to be a believer as I was most of my life. A believer that creation is run by a loving creator. With all I have experienced personally, however, faith and hope seem cruel at best. I get criticized when I say it's up to God. Aristo says it's up to us, and many agree. Even though the us is increasing in number and becoming better informed, the them still hold the cards. They control the fiat money system, and even if it becomes gold-backed, as some say is happening, if the same folks run it, hopium will remain the drug of choice for those wanting a better world based on truth. If you pick up the frustration in that, you're absolutely right. It's frustrating for someone like me who has spent my entire life with a vision of helping to bring the kingdom of heaven to earth. And the kingdom of heaven is not based on lies. And in fact, it's not run by liars. It's run by people who want the best for everyone, because that's what love does. Love wants to build up, not tear down. Love wants to give, not take away. Love does not do what is happening by those who run the world. I mean, the Catholic Church and Rome are the epitome of evil. But they weren't the first ones to come along with this. It goes back much more ancient than 2,000 years ago. It goes back, at least, several more millenniums that dark forces have been allowed to take over a planet. That should not happen in the universe. A loving God would never allow such shit to take place, and excuse my French, but would never allow that to be a ruling thing. I mean, to allow free choice and free will is one thing. To allow people to make wrong choices is one thing. But to allow people that have made wrong choices to rise to power and dominate everyone else, even those that want to make right choices, there's something wrong with that. When people that want to step out of the land of the lie and to step into or recognize that they are and always have been in a place of truth, where truth is supreme, there wouldn't be, the people that do that wouldn't be being imprisoned and killed and silenced any way that they can be silenced. There's so many things, folks, so many things that just simply don't add up. And how much patience does someone need in a lifetime? I mean, I didn't know it was going to take, I was going to be turning 70 years old and still not seeing the kingdom of heaven on earth when I've been anticipating it since I was a teenager. It frustrates me, it irritates me, And it brings me to the verge of tears, of literally crying, because I want a God that loves me and loves my neighbor and loves us all. A God that loves us so much that he makes demarcations and boundaries of what free will can be, and would not even think, would not even cross God's mind of allowing demons to run a world. Wouldn't even cross the mind. And I don't know who the hell Lucifer is, if that's a figment of our imagination or what. But he should be killed. If there's any being in all of creation that needs to be annihilated, it's Lucifer. And I don't care if he's an archangel, I don't care what he is, but if he's the one that's responsible for the shit on this planet, and perhaps other planets as well, he needs to be taken out by a loving creator. That's the only loving choice that needs to be made as the beginning step of reclaiming the creation for people of goodwill. I'm sorry. If you think that I like having these thoughts and feelings, if you think I like questioning my creator, when all of my life I've wanted to love my creator. And I'm sorry, Aristo, and I'm sorry, all of you that think it's up to us. It's not up to us. I'm not strong enough to change anything. If I was, I would never have been taken into custody and taken to jail when that cop came and was hiding, and then I opened my front door at almost midnight, and he starts talking to me about the Mary Horgan Center and my vision and things that I'm interested in. And then all of a sudden it shifted. And everything in me shifted when they finally ended up stealing my house. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, as the saying goes. And while my son is loving to me, and while I appreciate all that he has done in providing a roof over my head, I still don't know how I'm going to get into my own place. I have the thing that they now want me to pay almost a full month's pay for my car insurance. I think I've mentioned that in another video. And, folks, do you know what it's like to live here in the United States, in a metropolitan area like Melbourne, Florida, on $955 a month income? When you have to go on a waiting list to even get assisted housing at a reasonable cost. I give my son what I can. And then he's going through some struggles himself right now. But it's really hard, folks. It's really hard. And forgive me. Forgive me for harping on this again and again and again. Sorry, Aristo. But if God doesn't do it, it ain't going to get done. If God doesn't intervene, the creation is lost again. We don't have decades. We don't have even a bunch of years. We don't even have a few years. We have, at the most, a couple of months. It was supposed to have happened today. Yeah, today was supposed to be the big thing, according to Quiche. I don't know what it was that was supposed to happen, but we'll see if anything actually happens that's substantive, because I don't see things that are substantive. And we're not supposed to be afraid, but I'm sorry. I don't know how I'm going to survive if there's not major changes and changes in leadership. And that means the cabal has to be taken out. Anyway, thank you for listening, and pray for all of us. Namaste.